Awesome. 8 inches, are you okay? Yeah? Ow! My strap isn't even 8 inches. I think it's funny that gynecologists are PC about stirrups, but my gynecologist slut-shamed me after I already rounded my body count down. That's alright. So, our next comic is an acting major, and he's also, oh, hell yeah. He's also really lovely. So, he one time gave me his ID to use his $90 to buy dinner, twice now actually, so shout out him. But he's also an acting major, so when I looked at his ID photo, and I kid you not, it was... I don't know how, but they made the ID photo a GIF, and it was him going... But he is the kind of guy to unironically say holy guacamole after biting into a crunch wrap that has beans and not meat. Please welcome Quinn. Hey, hello!
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, hello Macy. Hi everyone, hi. Okay, I can go first. Cool. Hi, my name is Quinn. I use he, him pronouns. Ooh. And if I could sweat any liquid instead of sweat, it would probably be grape jelly. Cool. So that's me. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like is that good? I feel like I want to build some sort of like little relationship here. Like, you know, I'm up here, I'm doing my thing, but I feel like we'll all have a better time if we sort of know each other a little bit. You know? It sort of feels like a first date, except with a first date, if I get awkward, there's like one person I'm just mildly uncomfortable around, but here I just can't show my face on campus again. I can't see past the first few rows, so I'm just assuming we have like upwards of 10,000 people in tonight, yeah? That's what I'm talking about. Alright, so I feel like normally on a first date, you want to like put your best foot forward, like make yourself seem really cool, really good, but I'm going to sort of go in the opposite direction. I'm going to tell you about a time I messed up, like bad. And we're going to use that to like build some trust, like vulnerability, that type of thing. So this happened a couple weeks ago on Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And I had nothing going on that day, so I biked down to Syracuse Rescue Mission, which is the homeless shelter, okay? Keep that in mind, we like this, okay? Environmentalist, community-oriented, this is good, these are good things. So I walk in and immediately it becomes abundantly clear that this is fully a children's event. Like the email said there would be activities for kids, but I sort of assumed that I would be like serving soup or something and there would be like a cage in the corner with chew toys, you know? Before this I hadn't seen a child in months, like I don't know what you do with them. But it's not. The main event is making banana pudding that has already been made. So they bring out like these giant vats of banana pudding, like toss them down, and they give you these cups. And you take banana pudding, you take a spoon, and you put it in a cup for 2 hours. That's it. We're just like... And like that's it, that's the whole project. So we do that, and then we get to the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. portion of the day, and that's a craft. So the craft, we all get these little cutout clouds, and you're supposed to decorate them, and then they say, I have a dream that blank. And then you fill out your dream for society, which seems a little lofty for 7-year-olds, but like, whatever. And you know, it's Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, like, you know what they want you to say, and these kids are falling for it hook, line, and sinker. Like, I'm looking around, and I'm seeing, like, I have a dream that we can all be friends. I have a dream that we can love each other no matter what our skin color is. One kid just wrote, I have a dream that don't racism. And honestly, I respect the hell out of that. But, you know, I'm 19, I'm like an out-of-the-box thinker, a rebel. I'm sort of like the bad boy of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So I want to be a little different. So I go through this and I'm thinking about it. I'm like, okay, what am I grateful for? Let's see, we got family, we got friends, we got education, sponsoring Syracuse. And then eventually I settle on nature. Me personally, I am a big nature guy. I love being outside, touching up on like grass, trees, snow, all that stuff. That's my jam. So I write on mine, I have a dream that we can all spend a little more time outside. Now, some of the quicker-witted among you may have seen the issue in this. Now, when I wrote it, I sort of assumed it would be going up in like the back room somewhere, like a nice little way to sort of just spark up the energy for the people working at the shelter. So you can imagine my shock, dismay, disgust, horror as I walk out of the back room with, I might add, a free donut that is much nicer than any of the food that they're serving. I walk through the soup kitchen, and out the front door where I see my cloud hanging front and center. Now, for anyone who doesn't quite have a picture of this, I have just proudly written, "I wish we could spend a little more time outside together," on the door of a homeless shelter. Yeah. So, and now I have about two choices here. I can either, A, just leave it up and proudly encourage the homeless to be a little more grateful for their time with Mother Nature, or I can steal from a homeless shelter. So at this point, I walk out and I have my conservative truck on one arm that's going like, "Shoot them before they take your stuff, tell them how it is." And I have my liberal angel on the other shoulder that's like, "Oh my God." So I'm not feeling great about this. And at this point, all I can do is hop on my bike and head home, and I'm doing the thing where you look around and you're like, okay, I want to be a good person, but at the same time, please don't take my bike. And I'm getting to the point where I'm like, you know what, I'm biking, this is bad. If you want to knock me over and take my bike, you can just have it. I deserve that. I'll just walk home. So they didn't. I made it home. Everything ended up okay. But yeah, that was my story. I don't know. I feel like, do you feel like we bonded a little bit? Do you feel like there was something there? We got that? Okay. So look, I know that I look like a gay newsie, like seize the day, except today is like a non-binary twin from ESF. Well, what do you say? Second date? I've been going to hell.